The Cleveland newspaper, The Plain Dealer, is urging people to get out and vote with this front page headline, quote, "Now it's up to you." Henry Gomez is the paper's chief political reporter. Henry, you say that this race is still pretty much a jump ball.
Yeah, that's right, John. It seems like it could go anybody's way at this point. The polling going into today showed Donald Trump with a slight edge over Hillary Clinton. But if it's going to come down to the ground games, Hillary Clinton's is superior on the ground here in Ohio. She's working in harmony with the Ohio Democratic Party and the DNC, whereas Donald Trump has had some significant turbulence with the Ohio Republican machine here in Ohio. And if that's going to make a difference, it could swing a close race to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, we all know that Donald Trump and John Kasich are not exactly the best of friends, and Kasich really hasn't lent his considerable political muscle to the Trump campaign. Clearly, that has hurt Trump, but it might not be a death blow, you're saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, Donald Trump has succeeded in the polls. The one reason Ohio is different from some of these other classic battleground states is the high concentration of white working class voters. Tonight, as the results come in Ohio, we're going to be looking very closely at the eastern and southeastern parts of the state. Traditionally Democratic areas like Youngstown, which encompasses Mahoning and Trumbull counties. This is an area where I don't know that Donald Trump will actually be able to win the county, but he's going to be able to shave the margins on Hillary Clinton, which means these are votes Hillary Clinton has to make up elsewhere. And I think you've had guests earlier today talk about the early voting returns. They're not great for Hillary Clinton, or at least the numbers we've seen suggest it's not going to be great for Hillary Clinton in Cuyahoga County. She's underperforming President Obama's totals in 2012. So we're really going to be looking at the rural and industrial parts of eastern and southeastern Ohio to see if Donald Trump is able to remarkably outperform Mitt Romney there, and I think he can.
I was speaking with some folks in Jack's Diner, which is a legendary establishment about a block from here, earlier this morning. Just want to play a sample of what they had to say about this race.
It's been very stressful. Yeah, it really has. And I've noticed that with my friends too, and we have my friends and family, and everybody's split. People that love to talk about politics, when they, it seems like 95% of it's negative talk. And I have to agree with both sides of the negative talk. I find myself, that one's bad. Yeah, well, so's the other one, which is kind of sad.
Do you think it's going to be tough after tomorrow, once we know who the winner is? Do you think it's going to be tough to heal some of the bitterness?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you opened a lot of wounds and saw a lot of people's true character. And with that, there's a lot of caution that's going to happen now and moving forward, and seeing what people's perspective is on race and money and idealisms. It's sad. But it's also enlightening to see where people are really truly, where their character really lies.
So that is the question, Henry. Is this state, is this country going to be able to heal up after the eventual winner is decided here?
Yeah, and I think that makes Ohio a great microcosm for the rest of the country, because you've got John Kasich Republicans, you've got Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan Democrats, you've got Clinton Democrats, and they're all sort of meshed together here on Election Day. And depending on what the result is, you're going to have to see the next president. The next president's going to have to try and bring all these people together. And in a state like Ohio, where you have so many disparate factions of voters, that's going to be a challenge. But it gives you a good testing ground for how to heal people and bring them back together.
It's what makes Ohio politics so fascinating. What a microcosm of the rest of the country. Henry Gomez, thank you.
My pleasure, thank you.
Well, a short time ago, we heard from a top Trump campaign official here in North Carolina. Here to talk to us about the other side, Dave Miranda, Communications Director for the North Carolina Democratic